Yo, what is going on, everyone in the crypto space? Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel today. I really do appreciate it. Now, today, I just want to briefly come on and talk a little bit about patience and how patience is the key with XRP and pretty much all cryptocurrency in existence, right? But basically, guys, I mean, the big question really is, when's the next bull run going to happen? When am I going to be rich? When are we going to see the massive gains with XRP and you know, in cryptocurrency? Now, nobody truly knows. If they try to tell you they know, it's usually BS. Hate to say it, but usually is. Nobody really knows when it's going to happen. However, we do know it's a matter of when and not if. The infrastructure is clearly being built there. With Ripple, they've already got, they're getting close to 200 total production contracts, gearing up to go into deployment. They're getting 2 production contracts per week. They're consistently engaging with some of the most high-tier regulators in the world, and the thing is, it's going to take some time. I mean, we all wish there was that magical X-Rapid switch where they can just flip it, and we can just get billions pushed to the network, and all of a sudden, Ripple's at, or XRP is at, a couple $100, and we're all rich, we're happy, and a lot of us are retired, right? I wouldn't necessarily be retired, but the thing is, guys, although we would love for that to happen, the real thing is here, it's going to take some time. The financial industry, it does not move as fast as we would wish it to. It's a highly regulated space because you're dealing with masses and billions, if not trillions, of dollars essentially, and it's highly regulated. So it's going to take some time to really sort of penetrate that market and get in there, engage with the regulators, get the regulators to give them the okay to start stepping in and using cryptocurrency for actual financial transactions for consumers. That's kind of a big deal. For the financial world, there's no clear regulation set out for cryptocurrency quite yet. So really, we're gonna need that regulatory confirmation so all these banks can just start using XRapid and get the green light for using it, right? But see, like what I'm trying to say is that I don't think regulation is, an issue. It's just it's something that takes time. We can't just go fly out to the White House and just say, okay, yep, we're good. All right, let's go. Let's get this done. Regulation and trying to really get that regulatory infrastructure established is going to be a bit of a process, because what Ripple's doing is Ripple is pitching their product at the same time, and they're also trying to get regulation. They're trying to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, which is pretty impressive because no other company has been out there to set out this regulation and engage with regulators to try to get cryptocurrency to be a well-regulated market by the government, so more and more institutions can be viably just stepping into the market, So Ripple, they're trying to pitch their product to banks and get well-regulated infrastructure established within many countries across the world. So they're doing a big task. So the thing is, guys, what Ripple's doing is absolutely amazing. The progress they've gotten, what they're currently going after, they're nearly 200 production contracts, which I think 40 of the companies don't even know who they are yet. So it could be something huge like a JP Morgan or an Amazon. We never really know. But what we know, guys, is what Ripple is doing is absolutely revolutionary. And what they're targeting isn't necessarily an easy task. They're basically trying to convince banks that, yeah, we can start using a digital form of currency as a liquidity tool so you don't have to sit there and hold billions in an offshore account that you're getting charged interest on each month. It's a big change to the financial industry, guys, and the reality is it might take some time because the financial industry does not move very quick. I mean, what might cause it to move quick is just the domino effect of mass adoption. That's what can cause it to move quick. But right now, what Ripple is trying to do is kind of a difficult task. They're trying to change the way banks move money around the world, and they're also trying to engage with regulators to get a playing field for regulation. I mean, if there was a company before Ripple that tried doing this and they already got the regulation, then Ripple stepped in, I feel like the progress would be accelerated quite a bit. But Ripple, if you think about it, they are literally trying to accomplish 2 things at once: getting banks to change the way they move money around, and get regulators to provide a level playing field of infrastructure so that cryptocurrencies are well regulated by the government. They're literally trying to do those 2 things at once. They got a set team to fly out anywhere in the world at any time just to discuss with regulators, no matter what. So, guys, basically, I'm not really going over any info, obviously, but I just kind of want to give the message of what they're doing is a difficult task, but they're consistently doing it, and they're getting direct progress from that. I mean, guys, we're talking about a fintech startup that's from cryptocurrency that has almost 200 financial clients. I mean, talking big name institutions, almost 200 institutions and banks that have signed a contract with Ripple saying, hey, we want to use your technology. Let's work on getting it into deployment. So what they're doing, guys, is difficult, but they're actively making progress towards it. So to further that progress, it's going to take a couple more years. It's going to definitely take some time to really get this as a standard in the financial industry. But the thing is, though, is we know that they're going to do it. No doubt in my mind, it's going to happen. One day we're going to see pretty much every single dollar moving throughout banks going through XRP. That is no doubt in my mind. But the thing is, we've got to let the ecosystem grow, and we got to give Ripple time, because what they're doing, again, not an easy task, but they are accomplishing it slowly. So guys, the key is that the key with XRP is patience. That's what we need. That's why more institutions are rich than individuals, because individuals tend to not have as much patience, but the institutions do. So while the individuals liquidate their holdings and sell to the institutions at a low price, the institutions are willing to wait. So what you guys got to do is you got to act like an institution. Be patient. Realize that certain developments may take a couple years to come into fruition. But just know it's a matter of when and not if. It's going to happen, but it's going to take time. They're trying to accomplish two major tasks at once. Getting banks to use their product and getting government to essentially format regulation for them. I mean, guys, they're in discussions with the White House administration. I mean, they're getting pretty high up there in terms of tiers regulation. So guys, what they're doing, final thing I'm going to say, I'm going to end this video. What they're doing is an extremely difficult task, and they're going for it. And they're not even going after one task. They're doing two major things at the same exact time that aren't necessarily easy. But at the same time, they are moving forward with that progress. We know it's going to happen. We have heard so many different institutions voicing their opinions on essentially expressing that they do plan to use XRP in the future. Right? So, and then having the 200 production contracts there, it kind of gives us the confirmation of what they're doing is really working. Banks are getting interested, and it's slowly coming to fruition where banks are going to be using XRP by the masses. So I'm telling you guys, the key with XRP is patience. I would love to get rich next month. I would love to get rich next week. I would love to be rich tomorrow. I would love to wake up to a $50 XRP. I would love it, right? But at the same time, we got to let the ecosystem grow. We got to let Ripple keep kicking ass in the financial industry, keep signing those production contracts, keep discussing with banks, keep engaging with regulators. And over time, before we even know it, in a couple years, we're going to have the high price XRP. It's just going to take some time, and it's just going to take the market to react to these developments. So again, the key here is patience. Act like an institution. Be willing to hold 5-10 years if you really have to. That's investing. If you want to get rich overnight, go to BitConnect, because if you want to get rich overnight, try BitConnect, but you'll end up losing all your money overnight. But the thing is, guys, we would love to get rich soon, right? We'd love it, right? I would absolutely love waking up to a $50 XRP tomorrow. But at the same time, we're talking about a real business here, not a pipe dream. But what they're doing, they're having success in, and it's just going to take some more time. So the key is, guys, be patient. Be like an institution. Be willing to wait. Don't let price drops affect you. Look at these price drops as an opportunity to get a bigger bag holding it. So guys, that's what I really want to talk about today. Be patient. Be like an institution. Don't let price drops affect you. It's a matter of when and not if. We know what they're doing. We know they're succeeding in it. We know they're being tight-lipped as well, because there's a lot of developments they can't even discuss about because they're not trying to let the competition know what they're up to. We know they are succeeding what they're doing. It's just going to take some time to get to that point of mass adoption, and I believe we're only a couple years away from that. So we just got to be patient, and the patient will be rewarded, just like all the institutions all over the world. What do? They hold assets for a long amount of time. They are patient with it. They end up making a ton of money. So be like an institution. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.